I'm Kate McGee. I'm the pastor and head of staff at Westminster Presbyterian Church.
How to grow together emotionally and spiritually. There's a whole bag of joy.
Being a pastor here is really rewarding in some ways, and yet being a pastor is a lot like planting seeds. You may not know what grows for a year to come. So a lot of times there's not instant gratification for what you do, or you can't see instant results from walking beside someone through cancer or walking beside someone through depression or those other hard things people go through. You don't know what impact you're going to have on a 7th grader or on a 70-year-old, but you go out in faith. And that's what's really rewarding, is the time God shoves me out again and again in the name of faith to be with and near his people.
We say here that WPC means where people care. And when I first heard that, I thought it was a little cheesy. But I have come to find out it means something very, very deep. These are people who care about you no matter where you come from, no matter what you look like, who you love, what you believe. These are people who will care about you, care about our community, and care about our world.
In December of 2017, my husband and I adopted 3 boys. A lot of people thought we were a little bit crazy, but the church opened up their loving arms. They threw us a giant adoption shower. They granted me family leave to be at home for 8 weeks with my boys to figure out what it meant to be a mom, and then have been gracious with me since coming back to work full time.
I had cancer, and my church was there with me throughout that ordeal. I've had friends who are members of this church and other like-minded people who have been there for me. I know they've prayed for me. I just feel like they've been there. And part of my responsibility is to do the same for other people.
This is one of our many ministries. On the first Sundays, people bring food and hygiene items to donate to the Arlington Life Shelter, which helps feed homeless people as well as people suffering from hard times. In 2016, we became the 2nd location of a ministry called New Day, which started at our sister church, Grace Presbyterian in South Arlington. We now have a dedicated room, and out of this room, we deliver almost 400 bags of food every week to AISDs. They take a bag, and they fill it up with some non-perishable food items.
We know that AISD feeds a lot of students during the week with their lunch and breakfast programs, in some cases after school snack. But what happens for these children and teenagers on the weekend? And so collectively, New Day gives out over 750 bags of food every week to students.
And while we're really proud of that, it is also very bittersweet because it means there's that many students right here in our own community who are going hungry. But we have about 40 volunteers involved with this operation. People who pack bags of food, they fill up their tubs, and then every Thursday there's an army of deliverers who leave here and bring the food to the school counselors who deliver it to the children in need. I like to say there's no other church like our church because we have people that span all age ranges. And in this day and age, it's really hard to find spaces where you can have a 90-year-old sitting next to a 9-year-old. There's not a lot of places that cultivate intentionally intergender relationships outside of families. And so I think we're really unique in that sense. We're pretty unique in the Arlington, Texas area because we have me as pastor. There are not a lot of other women who are pastors in this area. Most churches in the area don't think women should be pastors. So that sets us apart. One of the other things that sets us apart is that we are welcoming of all kinds of people, and we really One of the things that means is that we welcome LGBTQ people and their families here, that you can love who you love, and we see you as a Christian on your walk. There's a place for them here. And we've had a number of people who come from that background who have said what it means for them to be accepted here as they are and be told that God loves them. So I think those sorts of things, to be a community where immigrants are welcomed and accepted, to be a community where People like LGBT people who have been kicked out of other churches find liberation and hope and healing here, alongside what many people think of traditional Presbyterians, older white people, people who have given to this church for 30, 40 years, that they still have room in their hearts for more and more people. I think that makes us pretty special.
Why do you go to church?
Because it makes me happy. I enjoy the music. I learn a lot. I'm still learning.
I joined 2 years ago. I believe it was in August or September, and walked in the door and knew that it was the place that I was supposed to be.
It means a lot. It keeps our hearts together.
I think it's definitely made me a better person. It's made me care more about others and learn more about the world. And it's helped me think about what I believe more, because there's the youth group and a lot of people who are willing to discuss and actually talk about what we believe.
What does WPC mean to you?
Oh my gosh.
Loving.
Accepting. Grace.
Friendly.
Loving.
Sí, toda la gente es amable.
Welcoming. Peaceful.
Caring.
Blessed. A joy and one of the best parts of my week.
The one word, it has to be love.